Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got Destiny Child up today. So, as you know, they dropped out the new event just yesterday. It's called Midsummers Mystery. Now, this picks up exactly where they left off on the previous event, where they had the water gun battles on the hot, hot fun summer vacation. So it picks up right there. They're still at the end where they were having the water battles out, but they finally actually make it to the building. And that's where this dungeon picks up at. So it's basically pretty normal standard fare for the dungeon. It's called A Summer's Night Tale. I already completed it on my phone. So, but this is the first time I've done it on BlueStacks here. So, but yeah, I've completed it all, as you can see. So the new child is Demon Princess Kino is here. There is a draw for her, of course. There's a banner up for her if you want to go ahead and try to go for her. I drew a couple on her, didn't get her, so I'm trying to save my crystal for the next event that's coming up. So I didn't use too much on this, as I wasn't really planning on building her. She's a fire defender. So if you're a new player in need of a defender, this is definitely something that you can go for. The boost child is, of course, her and a second advent Dana. Now this is a very good chance to get some Dana limit breaks if you don't have them. I was short a couple, so there's a draw for her on the main banner. There's under the summon banner. You get there's one draw for her directly, which I did. Already took that one. It's at the bottom here. So this one right here for Prophet Dana. So you can get her here guaranteed. And then there's another banner for her and Kino, and then just a banner for her. So this is a good place to fully try to get your prophet. She's Prophet Dana until you fully awaken her. Then she becomes second Advent Dana. So if you want to fully break her, now's the time to do it. Because you got the draws for it, one guaranteed, and then a banner specifically for her. So that's a rate up for her, 3%. So now's the time to do that. And there's a banner for a firm banner for Kino right here, guaranteed to get her, and then a banner just for her if you want to try to fully limit break her. So she's a good fire defender if you're looking for that. I've already got several defenders, so I really don't need another one. I might just go ahead and try to get her just from a collecting standpoint, but I'm not going to be leveling her up or using her for anything. So I've got Dana on the screen here. So that's up. So yeah, Midsummer's Mystery. So go ahead and jump in on that. There's a emergency support up for Mona. So just make sure you log in and claim this each day. You get a resentment and karma of Soul Carta on that, so increases evasion by 11% in PvP, so that's not too bad. So you'll get that, and you get a bunch of napping places and some orbs to level up your equipment, so you definitely want to jump in there on that as well. There's also a paradise roll, so as you complete the items you get dice to roll. Unfortunately they're still using these weapon crafting tools. I would prefer if they would just give all lanterns, but they're getting really hypey on this weapon crafting, which as far as I can see is not really that much of a benefit. If they make it more of a benefit, it might be something that's something you can do, but it's not. They do have a child spa skin select box, which is not too bad, but again, I'd prefer some more of the lanterns so that we can run the spa a little bit more, so we can get the spa skins, because that's the easiest way to get them. So, but it is what it is. So that's up. And of course they've got a new Devil Pass up. So standard format. If you choose, go ahead and purchase the Arch Devil Pass. You get another copy of Demon Princess Kino. You get her hot spa, her skin outfit for the spa. And you can get Dana's spa skin as well. I've already got Dana's spa skin. I got that back. I ran it multiple times when it came out with the rate up, and I got it that way. So I don't need to get it from there. And since I'm not going to be focusing on Kino, I really don't need anything from that point either, so I won't be purchasing that. Okay, they got several mission passes up, same as always. You know, you got the paid ones if you want to do that. Then they've got summons inside. You know, so as you get summons, you can do, you know, you get some, you know, childs here. So this is a really, you know, really good one. So, you know, 10 times summons. So, you know, give it a try, see what you come up with. They got another paid one right here. And then they've got another, you pay for the first one, and a bunch of these are free. And then, of course, the standard fare as you're doing the story chapter 2, because they got a new chapter up. And then, of course, the level up Demon Princess Kino to 50, then limit break her to 60, and then level her up to 60 from that. So, and then, of course, you get the standard fare, napping places, and, of course, some evolution material at the end of that if you're looking for that. So that's everything that's up for new. The story is pretty good. As I said, it picks up right where they left off with the water battles. They get to the end, and then they start, you know, telling scary stories and stuff. I don't want to spell, but and then she'll make an appearance, and you get to see her for the first time. So if see if it's what you want to do something for her. But let's take a look at her skill set. So she's a fire defender. So she deals 92 auto damage on that. And then she deals 317 damage. She grants a taunt, which is good. An 88% chance to activate the taunt, which is pretty good. And then slide skill damage, defense plus 30 for 10 seconds. Okay, and then she's got a second skill. You can deal 580 damage to 2 random enemies. 7% chance to grant nullified, disabled debuffs and barriers. And then she absorbs 1800 damage from all enemy attacks before HP is affected. And then 3 fire type battles, highest attack for 14 seconds. So deal 1496 to 2 random enemies, grant taunt and reflect into self for 20 seconds. So it's a pretty good skill set. I still think Dana's is better, so I'm going to continue to use her as my tank. But you know, there's just a lot of defenders in the game out there right now that you can use that have a complementary or I think a little bit high of a skill set. But this is not bad if you don't have Dana, or if you know, if you're just starting. This is definitely something that you want to jump on because it'll give you a good chance to get you a fire defender. I prefer to keep my defenders and my healers from the light and dark section because there's a less chance of having to worry about, you know, the elemental damage debuff, you know, focusing. So she's a fire defender. So a lot of the PvT meta teams right now are water, and then you've got you know, then you've got several other characters and stuff that for beta. But you know, any water team right now, she's going to be at a disadvantage. Any Eve or Chang teams, you know, with water, there's still a lot of water in the PvP realm, so she's not going to be very useful in that regard. So you know, that's why I use Dana, my light Dana, because she's light. There's not a lot of people using anything in the dark in PvP, so they really don't have to worry about Dana being affected. You know, because she's, you know, light and dark offset each other. That's what their elemental damage against, but they're all neutral against, you know, earth, fire, and water. So you don't have to worry wood, fire, and water. So you don't have to worry about as often. Whenever you come up with against the heavy water team, you're going to have to take her out if you want to win, because otherwise she's going to get taken out fairly quick against the water team because of the elemental disadvantage she has against them. Of course, she will be good against a wood team, of course. So if you're going up against a heavy wood team, which is not that predominant inside of PvP yet, so you know, in really terms of, because you want to keep your healer and your tank alive. That's your, you know, because you know they keep your, you know, the tank shields your attackers and the healer heals everybody. So you want to keep those two alive as long as possible if you want to have a chance to win the PvP match. You know, PvP matches don't last for very long. So you know, if you you know, if your tank's getting nailed, a fire tank, she's just really not going to be able to do that much. She's just going to get, you know, get killed pretty quick. Right now, when I lose a PvP match, Dana's pretty much the last one to go down. I mean, I don't lose very often, until once you get up into higher. So I'm over 100,000 power now, so I'm competing against heavy other people that are just as heavy as well. So, but even when I do lose, it's Dana's last. She's my usually, but my healers attackers are down. Dana's still going. She's saved my bunch. I don't know how many times. Just because of how tough she is. She's a tank, and she's definitely the best tank in the game. There is no doubt about that. And she's a light attacker, so you definitely, if you have Dana, you definitely want to go for her. But if you don't have, if you're new, or if you only have a Dana and you can't get any more, she's only like 1 level. There's a chance to get about 3 or 4 of this fire defender. So that'd definitely be something to consider going for. So you can get her there. You also get her in the narrative, of course, the collection. You get her full outfit, her weapon, armor, and her accessory, and you'll get another copy of her as well. Okay, and then you get another copy of this resentment and karma soul card that they're throwing out. And so you get all this stuff. I've already cleared one of it. So just make sure you do it on a daily basis, and you want to set up some time to just run it. Okay, and just run it repeatedly. Get it on hard. Go down here to the last one, and just run it over and over and over and over again. This is what I'm using on it right now, and I don't have any trouble whatsoever. I'm using, of course, Fire Dana healer, because she's a healer, and she's the rate up. As you can see, a little arrow beside her. And I guess using my light Dana. I have the skin for her. That's Dana light, so just that. And then I got Mafdet Chang, and of course I'm using Davi. This is not the regular Davi. This is what's her name? Oh, is it? I think it's Is it Archfiend? Let me make sure. Pretty sure it's Archfiend Davi. She's got several copies, so it's difficult to remember. But I'm pretty sure it's Archfiend Davi. Yeah, true Archfiend Davi. So yeah, this is what I'm using. She does a ton of damage, by the way. You should definitely work to getting her fully maxed out. I've got her in my reincarnation as one of the ones that I want to get more cards for. I'm definitely looking for a banner that she comes up on, and if it does, I'll be taking it, because she just does a ton of damage. She hits really, really hard, much harder than her regular Davi. She hits just so much harder than that. But yeah, so that's what I use a lot when I have my fire, and she's not even fully. She's doing a lot more damage, straight, true, basic damage, than just about any character I have, and she's not even fully limit broke yet. So that's just how deal of how much power she can do. So she's very good, and got a good soul card on her, makes her even tougher. So yeah, so it's up to you but Demon Princess Keto, she's a good character if you don't have another defender. Okay, if you want to get her for collective purpose, like I went on the banner, I summoned on the banner like 3 or 4 times, but I'm down to I want to keep this at above 20,000 for the next event that's coming up. Banshee should be coming out pretty soon, and I'm trying to gather up my crystals so that when she does drop, I'll be able to have enough to make several draws on her. So that's why I'm waiting. So that's why I'm saving my. So I want to have at least 20,000 when she drops, which should be hopefully here pretty soon. So that's what I'm waiting for. But in the time being, if you have to spare the crystal spare, you might want to go ahead and give it to her. But like I said, I put like 3. I think I drew on her 3 times and didn't get her. It's hit or miss. I got Dana. I got Dana on the first. I think it was the second. Yep, second draw. I got Dana. So I usually go 3 times on it. If I don't get it, I just hold off. If I can get back up above 2,700 before the event ends, which I should be able to, I might go ahead and throw another one into her. But for right now, I'm just going to hold off. Because even if I do get her, I'm not going to build her at this time. I might in a later date. But if you look at the fire childs that they've got out right now, let's go into the childs. If you look at the fire childs they got out right now, they've got several. They've got Hades up as a defender. He's pretty good. Of course, the pretty much most of the people, at least a lot of the ones I know, are using Bridget because she's really, really excellent in terms of a defender. She does a lot of damage for a defender. I've also got El Dorado, which she's not too bad. Now she was one of the childs that they gave away um, back when they had the 6 fully limit broke 6 days there where you could get one. She was one of the ones I chose. She's a pretty good defender as well. And here's you should be working on getting her up to speed because she's excellent in PvP. So, but yeah, so there's just a bunch of Dayween. So there's a lot of really good defenders from the fire class, but none of them are comparable to Dana. So Dana's still the man, and that's pretty much what everybody uses if they got it. So I've got her fully limit broke, fully maxed, and fully tanked out, so she's ready to go. So I might go ahead and go for for collectors, but I'm not going to use her as a staple right now. I might in the future build her up, but yeah, I'm focusing everything towards I've got 3 characters. I'm going to be focusing on Banshee when she comes out, and then I'm focusing on Lemos and Bathory because they're very, very potent inside of PvP. Lemos and Bathory, they're both debuffers, and they have excellent PvP utilization. So I'm working on getting those up right now. So, but as the banners come up for them, we'll go. I should have focused more on Lemos when she came out. I was in the process of doing some other stuff with some other games at the time, and I really didn't take enough time to analyze Lemos as well as I should have. I noticed that she had an excellent leader skill, and she seemed to be really good from the sounds of it, but there's a lot of times on paper when you look at their skill set and it seems pretty good, you actually get them in there and they're not very good. That happens way too often. I thought the same thing was going to happen to Lemos. That turned out to be wrong. She actually is extremely excellent in PvP. So you definitely want to work on getting her up if you can. And Bathory is another one. Bathory is just awesome. A lot of the times when I lose, Bathory's in the other team, just to give you an idea of how powerful she is inside of PvP. They're just very good characters for PvP. So Lemos and Bathory. So that's what I'm focusing on. So let's go ahead and get around here and get into the game here, and we're going to do some draws, not some summons. I've got some tickets to blow, and I go ahead and save them up for you all so we could have a little idea here and see what we got. So we got 5 ticket summons. So let's go ahead and use them one at a time just for effect. So who do we got first? We have got, okay, Isolde. White Hands Isolde. She's water. I definitely need her. I've got her, but I don't have her fully limit broke, so it's definitely something that can be usable. Mott, I've already got Mott maxed out, so that's a House of Reincarnation child right there. So what do we got? So we've got Swimsuit Davy. See, another one of the Davies. I need a few copies of her, so again, I'll have to make a decision whether or not I want to use it or reincarnate. So give me something on the AI fully maxed out. So not House and Reincarnation. And who do we got here? We've got Neptune. Neptune's actually not a bad. She's actually pretty good. Neptune is. I definitely need some copies of her, so that's something I will definitely uncap and then break her. Let's see who we got here. I think this is the last one, and we got another Matt. There's 2 Matts. There's 2 different versions of Matt. I use the one. I don't use the other. Both of them are fully limit broke, I think, so it's not really that much of a big deal. So let's go ahead and do this. Now you should have been, if you've been playing the game, you've been noticed you've been getting just like a water summon every day, tin pool. So this is that ticket. I think I've only gotten a 5 child once. I think I got best once. The other times it's always been just 3. I'm going to go ahead and skip. So yeah, nothing. A bunch of some 4s, but nothing here that tickles my fancy. Another Lisa, which I've got like Buku Lisa. So yeah, I've been getting they've been having these tickets come out for the for the water. Child's promoting the summer activities. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that's up. So go ahead and get in there and knock that out. Midsummer's Mystery. So this thing's going to be running to, yeah, it's got to run for another 12 days. So you have plenty of time. It's a standard 2-week period. And remember that they have, during the event, they have maxed out your Evo material. So you definitely want to get in here and get all the rate ups things so you can use those on Kino if you have her to rate her up and get her leveled up. Okay? So that's it for today. Just wanted to go ahead and let you know. So the event dungeon's up. It's pretty interesting. Go ahead and give it a try. See what you can get. And in lieu of the next meeting, which will come out, which we'll get to see Banshee. When she comes out, you should be focusing on her because the predictions we're getting from her is that she's going to be, she's definitely going to be one of the best PvP characters to come out in quite some time. So we're just waiting for her to hit. I think she's already been hit. I think she already hit on Japan. That's how everybody knows she's really good. So she'll be coming over to us soon. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching the video. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it. And remember to click on the subscribe button and click on the bell ding ding beside it if you want to be notified whenever I drop a video. So this is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.